This is a conversation between Bhumika and her grandmother, who have gone to see the Ganheri caves in the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Where are we, Grandma? These are such nice caves. And look, there's water here inside the ground. And here as well. Oh, it is so cool to touch. Are they for animals to drink? We are in the Ganheri caves, Bhumika. Most of these caves are Buddhist viharas, and the water you see are in rock-cut cisterns. They are containers cut into the rock for the storage of water. They may be of different sizes depending on their use. Now what are you doing with those papers, Bhumika? Look, I have made paper boats. I am sealing them in the water. Why did they make these cisterns here? High up in the hill? You should not spoil the water, Bhumika. They are still used by people. Cisterns were used for storing water till the next monsoon arrived. People staying on the hill used to store water for their use in these, instead of going down the hill every time for collecting water for their needs. The cisterns are known as bodhis, which means a place to fetch water. Here in Ganheri, there are cisterns at different levels, which overflow from one level to another. The topmost cisterns were used by the head monks, the lower by his disciples, the next one by traders, and the lowest one were for animals. Many such caves and forts up on the hills have these cisterns for water storage. It might be one large rock-cut cistern or multiple interconnected ones. What are traders doing in Buddhist caves? Do they come to sell things to the monks? Many caves are seen along the trade routes and near the mountain pass. Traders took shelter in these caves during their long travels. Sometimes they used to donate money to the monks for the maintenance and upkeep of their viharas, or even for the construction of new rock-cut cisterns. The donors' names were inscribed on the cave near the rock-cut cisterns. Where does the water come from? I do not see any tap to fill the water into it. Haha, they didn't have taps back then. The rainwater which flows down the hill is channelized and collected in these cisterns. These cisterns may also be spring-fed. Some people used to dig deep into the rock to access the underground aquifers. What is spring-fed and what is an aquifer? The rocks here are basaltic rocks formed by the cooling of volcanic lava. They are of different types. Some are compact, which prevents passage of water, but they have cracks in them which allow the water to seep into the crack and flow inside till they come out from another point below the hill. This water which flows out of these hills are called springs. Sometimes water flows deep into the ground and is prevented from flowing further by a large compact rock. Such a reservoir of water is called an aquifer. You have to dig deep into the ground to access water from such an aquifer. Oh, how do they know where to find the water below the ground? Do they go about digging everywhere? In the past, there were people who knew the signs of finding water below the ground. The presence of certain species of trees, plants, or an anthill would give them an indication of the presence of water in the area. Who uses these cisterns now, Grandma? Here in Ganheri, it is used by the forest officers and nearby villagers, wherein in some places it may lay unused if the place is uninhabited. People should ensure that these sources of water remain clean and look for ways to utilize it better. We should remember that water is precious and we should not waste it. Come on now, Bhumika, we are getting late. We should go home now. Bhumika picks up her paper boats from the water, throws it in the waste bin and walks back home with her grandmother.